Uh, Hopefully you get to join me now. I don't know what happened. Someone just called me. So annoying. I forgot to put my. Someone called me from back home. I forgot to put my phone on air flight mode so that calls, especially from normal calls, will not come. I didn't do that, so it sort of like disrupted my sound. No, I don't finish. So it sort of like disrupted my sound. Hello, okay. Welcome. We have one person here. And so, like I was saying earlier, that someone called me from home, and that was what disrupted my family. I hope I won't be here when they will not come. Okay, to check. I hope I won't be here when they will not call my flight, and I will not know. If I meet flight, I'm gonna have something else. That will not be funny at all. Yes, by this time next week, we would have finished the gubernatorial election. Hopefully, all the results are uploaded through IREC on time, real time, as it's happening. That would be, and it's really so sad. I don't want to talk about Mahmoud Yakubu. He decided to be a villain when he should have been a hero. And it's really sad on his part that he allowed himself to go down this line. And he's culpable. He's culpable in every aspect because if you're not culpable, what you try to do is to fix whatever problem that has happened and try to take the measure that will be used. He had the capacity to have cancelled the election because the election obviously was flawed, but he didn't. And not only he didn't, he was arrogant about the way that he went about it, and that's really quite shameful. That's really quite something. I just realized something. If you just hold on for a while, I realized that I didn't share that. So he decided to actually be a villain where he could have been a hero. And so, well, we'll talk about that later. But now we have election to win. And what I was saying at the end, and I think I really need to do, I will do a video just on this, is the fact that, okay, I will talk, yeah, that would really be lovely. It would be nice to have it televised. I mean, we need to start that hashtag. We really need to see every proceeding. And to say that we ran an amazing campaign. Oh Lord have mercy. A great, 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 beautiful, amazing campaign. It was issue based, it was focused. We met with the people, we inspired the people, we brought hope. We made the people to be part of the process. People took ownership of the whole process. And Nigerians, for the first time in a long time, were really inspired to do the needful. So coming to say that, oh, these people, oh, they know how to. No, they don't know how to do it. They know how to just do criminality, and everyone has the capacity to do criminality. There is just decency that stops people from doing that. And so we must understand when people are coming to talk about strategy. No, it's not strategy. It's crime. It's criminal, and we must call it for out for the crime that it is. On the issue of the judiciary, for me, whether trust in the judiciary or no trust, I don't even think about that. All I know is that the judiciary must do the right thing, and the people can force the judiciary to do the right thing. In all of the years that we've been on, we've always focused on the legislative arm or the executive arm. We normally don't bother about the legislative arm. So this is the time for us to actually focus on the legislative and the judicial. Who are the Supreme Court judges? Who are they? Look at them. What's going on with them? What's all the shady deeds? Do they have any shady deeds? Do they have any on the hand things? What is we must put that searchlight on it? I mean, Kenya did it. Hello, Christopher. How are you? Kenya, you know, upturned a presidential election and ordered cancelled it and ordered for a new post. So we can't continue to say that people are not doing the right thing or institutions are not doing the right thing and just be accepting of it. No, I'm not going to accept that. That judiciary is not doing the right thing. I'm not going to accept that. I'm going to fight it so that they do the right thing because all we want is for the right thing to be done. Thank you so much, Lord Junta. All we want is for the right thing to be done, and that's it. It doesn't matter who is. The issue issue of this election is not about who won. It is about what was the process that brought in the winner. If Nigerians decided they are not tired of the suffering that APC has inflicted on them, and they voted APC, so be it. It's okay. I mean, we stay here. In another 4 years, those of us that are alive will witness another election. We'll take part in it. And we'll put. But for you to now come and steal from the people so blatantly, so blatantly, nah, that's really. I've never heard that statement. Where did you get that statement from, Pat Tony? Where did you get that statement from? That's so crazy. I don't know. I've never even heard that statement. I don't know anything. People make all sorts of accusations. I won't be surprised to know the days. I'm sure some people have said it before. Said it, oh, Aisha is working for Tinubu and stuff like that, and all sorts of things. People say all sorts of things. I've never heard that statement. For me, it's to focus on what are the things that we need to do to win. And so we must put the judiciary on the spotlight. We must ensure that we are calling them out. We must protest to them. Like I said in my interview with Shay, where I know Socially was also there and in the studio. I said, every one of them. Wow. When did this start? Absolutely. Emmanuel Ogbonna, that's my stance. That's all I know. Peter Obi is a people's choice. He has a people's mandate. What was given to Tinubu was INEC's mandate. He can go and be the president of INEC. Renomokri page on social media. Oh, that Renomokri myself. That one head crazy. I beg, let me just talk about the third things. Well, honestly, I've not heard about it. I don't know anything about it. I've not seen anything about it. And so I think for me, really, is to say, let's make the judiciary do the right thing. Let's not just assume that they are not going to do the right thing. And then, yeah, Christopher, absolutely, we keep going, we keep fighting, we keep ensuring that the right thing is done. That's what. For me, is I don't, and that's what I see a lot of people do a lot of times. They accept the bad, they accept the bad thing, and then they feel like, oh, it's okay. And that's the way they've been doing it. I'm like, why are they doing it like that? Good morning, Ebere. How are you? Oh, they keep saying that's the way they do it. I'm like, why are they doing that? If it's wrong, it's wrong. Whether it's the way they've been doing it or the way they've not been doing it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make it right. And that's something like even to my children. I always say that to my children. I say that people are doing it doesn't make it right. Twale, how you doing? So thank you too, Ella. Honestly, Tochukwu Henry, I don't. So there's a lot of rigging that went on. Even Adamawa State, we won Adamawa State. River State, we won River State. So it's those rigging that went on and stuff like that. So that's why we want to get our mandate back and we're going to fight for it and we're going to ensure they do the need. So for me, always I say, telling people that, oh, this is the way it's done. No, it doesn't make it right. I say to my students, ah, oh my goodness. Where are people always saying that? Exactly, that's it. Okute, you know him the walk. He doesn't shake. He dey stand, he good. He don't talk. Oh. But you know, say stand, he dey do, he dey walk. And this is Monday. He fight somebody that was going to Supreme Court for 3 years. Fought for his mandate for 3 years. I said, whenever he give us that story, he said he was going to court alone. Alone. That the other one, they bring a lot of people, clinical. Now, even his wife said to him, so can't you move on? There is one Nigeria, oh, because those politicians are united. Even when they fight, they found themselves one. It is the people that they make them to be fighting and killing each other. We must not agree at all. So the thing is that we will not even see him climbing the power. Yeah, absolutely. That's the way it is. So we can make this happen. That's what we need to do. But in the meantime, what we need to do is to focus on the election that is coming up March 11th. We have gubernatorial election coming up, and we really need to focus on it. Let me see what the time. Okay, so 10. Before I be here talking, and then my flight to leave me here. So there's election coming up March 11th, the gubernatorial election. We must focus on it. Absolutely. No turn, no anything. Just focus on it. Focus, and ensure that vote. Now the eyes of the world are on them. They might not be as blatant as well because they were expecting that people won't turn up. That's the thing. You know when they do the first election, when they steal from you, they rig the election, they make you lose the election. They make you lose the election. What now happened? So what? But the thing is that the will of God, right? They say faith without works is dead. That's the thing we do as Nigeria. As much as there's the will of God, you also have to fight for it. You also have to do the thing. Oh, you are listening to those people. Those people are demented people now. They are demented people and they say anything and everything to how do I put it? Just to bring someone down. So don't even bother about it. Just go out and enjoy. Sanwo, Sanwo does not return back. Let that be one of the casualties of this tsunami. That is come. No, I'm not going to come back before Saturday election. Moreover, in Abuja, we don't do election. Anyway, if I come, I won't be able to vote. I'm not going to be able to vote. Yes, Lagos, Kaduna. There is a place for me that stands out. Frank Enugu. Frank, wait, I'm going to bring Frank and other candidates onto. I think that's one of the things I'm thinking about. It was yesterday I started thinking about it. If I had thought about it all this while, I would have brought them more. It was yesterday. I don't know how I'm going to find time to do it because the difference between Washington, it's not about 6 hours. So I'll find time and be doing it. I saw they made an airline announcement. I have to find out whether it's my no, it's not. So I'll try and bring them onto my YouTube page, and then so let's just sort of like have an interview. I think what I'll do it via Zoom, and then stream it live, and so that people can join us, we can have a conversation, and can ask them questions, and they answer. Just like putting them on the hot seat. But for me, Enugu, honestly, Frank has been frankly obedient right from day one when Peter Obi came into office. Exactly. That's Lord Junta. That's what needs to be done. When Peter decided running, so Frank and Peter were actually in the same PDP. I remember in 2021 when I in 2021 when I was talking about PDP and the things they need to do to make sure that their party moves to the next level. It includes they said that young people were looking for a party they can call their own. And I said PDP should put I'm a bit tired. PDP should put Frank Weke Jr. I'm not really tired, I'm just very stupid. PDP should put Frank Weke Jr. and Peter Obi to the front and then put Saraki and Atiku, retire them to the back. And they both left PDP, but I think Frank left first, went to Abga, and whether he had even gotten the ticket of Abba before even Peter Obi left. So maybe that's why they could have been in the same party. But then Frank, right from day one, even when all those other elites from elite and political leaders from the Igbo land were distancing themselves from Peter Obi or being rude to him or denigrating to him and all of that. Frank stayed with Peter Obi and he has been very vocal about Peter Obi. People should vote for Peter Obi. So for me, please, a new big people. You need to, and no, just not even just beyond that. Frank is extremely competent, and so we must not sacrifice competence in a place like all these, like Enugu. You know one thing they say, the sun rises from the east, and I see Nigeria's rebirth coming from the east. Imagine we have competent people on in the eastern part of the country who are giving their people good governance, accountability, and transparency. Imagine the effect if we have on other parts of the country, because right now I can see some other parts of the country, in the northern part of the country, saying, looking at what has happened in the south, is how old time politicians who thought that it was their constitutional right to be politicians. It's not my body now, hope. No, it's not my body. So these politicians who think it's their constitutional right, is their birthright, is their human right for them to be this thing, for them to be in politics have been taken away. Yeah, Lord Judah. So we cannot sacrifice that kind of competence. And we know Peter Obi is all about competence, competence, competence. He has talked about how we need people with competence, character, capacity, people who are compassionate, um, and so we must ensure that we are also bringing in people who are competent, and we don't want a situation whereby we are sharing that vote at that level and then giving PDP or APC an opportunity to win. Because if we don't manage this thing very well, we might lose some states. So there are places, especially in the southeast, where they need to be a talk and look at which one are the most competent and the ones that are there. And hey, who says after they win, if they want to, can they keep I is that how you people are not spelling the INEC? I was like, what is INEC? EYENECK. So those are the things that we must be very mindful of. And just imagine if Peter be and Frank Jr. in the same government, in the same, together, when they're having those their first meetings, federal executive council meetings. And those are the kind of people we want to see, not just to bring anyone because just he happens to be in a particular. There's a candidate that is on LP but God forbid, I don't campaign for him, no matter what. Of where? Exactly. So that's it. You two are asking. It just recently, I just started seeing some of people bringing his name. And then where has he been all this while? Frank Jr. has been working on this. He has worked to Peter Obi. He has encouraged people to vote for Peter Obi and all of that. Where are these guys? Where are these people? That's the main thing. Where are these people? And then he's been putting out his policies. When you talk about quality, when you talk about someone who is posh, someone who has got the brains, who also has a connection around the world, it's Frank Jr. And look at what I know. He was the president of Harvard, alum, Nigerian chapter. So you can imagine the wealth of connection, the different head of states around the world, captains of industries, the who is who around the world, and in Africa and Nigeria. He knows them. And so those are the kind of things we want to do. Not to just because of sentiment, just bring some. I know a lot of people have told me, Aisha, isn't it like anti-party? No, I said, me. It's competence for me. Anytime, any day, it's about competence. And me, it's about the people. What is it that will be the best for the people? That's why I go for. Some people are going, but it's just, I said, no. The reason why I have a voice that you people think that you can, it's important, is because the people trust me to make decisions that will be for the people, even if it's at my own detriment. As long as the people, it's for the best for the people, for the greater good, and we do it. And so that's the way that Maria Iyala, good morning to you too. God's light, vitality. Okay, noted. I'll pass that information to him. But the lawyers so far they've been amazing, and he has good when it comes to tribunal proceedings. I think Theo knows his stuff. He went to court several times, not just apart from winning when he was impeached, he went to court. Also, determination of his tenure. Oh wow, that was what was agreed upon. No, how I wish I was there. No, especially when it comes because especially for me, especially that fraud, we cannot sacrifice because if we do that, we continue to do what has kept Nigeria down. Then we are not different from the Tinubus. We are not different from the Tinubus. We are not different from the Shetimas. Because we are putting our own selfish interests before the interests of the nation. For me, that's it, honestly. That's it. And for me, the nation should always come first. You can't have someone like a Frank Wake Jr. and then you go and vote him. Let's just because he happens to be in Labour Party. Now, you cannot sacrifice competence on the altar of partisanship. That is what the likes of Tinubu have done. That is what the like of Tetima have done. That is what the like of Stanwolu have done. That is what the like of Buhari have done. That is what the like of what's that communication minister? What was that his name? These are the times. They, that is what they've done. And if we also, that would say we're waiting for a new Nigeria, also begin to toe those paths, then I'm sorry, we are not different from them. And I think, let me just note this down because it will be part of the videos that I'm going to make. Then we are no, we are not different from them. I'm sorry, there's no difference between us and them. I just want to note down so that I will know what I'm doing. I'm sure the people at the airport are looking at her like, what kind of crazy woman is this that she's been talking? I'm sorry, that's look at it, that's what it means. If you say, oh, you have in Enugu, you have someone like Frank Wike Jr., who is very competent, who is who is connected around the world, who can bring in uh, people, who can bring in things to a new state, who, when you know, he has shown you his policy, this person you're voting for, what policy does he have? Like somebody come and say, oh, you're doing, I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm doing it for Nigeria. Yes, that's just it. Exactly. Your junta, then now you are not turning against it. There are, in a way, there are places where you do LP top to bottom. Fantastic. But there are places where you need to also be discerning, especially in the southeast, where you already have quite credible candidates who had come out in this. That's but Abby, but what happened now? Okay, so now you want to vote in people who are not credible just because you want. For me, I always but I always say this. I don't join things because oh it's popular, everyone is doing it. I do things because it is the best for the people. So that's for me. That's the way it's going to be, and I don't believe that Labour should just vote everyone for. For example, Benue say, God forbid, I will never be caught voting for that person who has been in so many corruption issues. Nah, never ever. And if in a Enugu state, I will vote for the one that I know is most competent. That's the way. Otherwise, like I said, we are not different from the people that we're talking about because these people put in their most corrupt person and decided that they were going to vote for that person. That's the thing. And this is someone like, for example, Enugu, from where Enugu people, if they think they're going to make, they'll be the one to live with the consequences of their action. And I wish them all the best. And where people are saying, oh, even if it's not competent, yeah, APC and PDP must go that the APGA, like in Enugu, after APGA can take them down. And then you get to take them down, and you also get to vote someone who's very competent. That's the most important thing. It's not just to say, oh, APC and PDP must go, and then you bring in someone that is like the APC and PDP people. What sense have we done? Me, I no go, me, I no sit down here, they make noise. Me, my flight begin, the waka, they go. So that's the thing. Then what will you have done when you do that? So it's very important because there's really no difference if you're just going to get um, FL Adane. That's the way it should be as far as I'm concerned, especially if it should be after. This is so, and for me, it's like this guy has, in short, I don't even know whether there's any governor that has worked as much as that person. Frank Jr. has been everywhere and everywhere. Social media, on the ground, putting in the things, putting it into work, telling you what his policies are on healthcare, on things, on that, and then you're just going to vote someone who hasn't even bothered to talk to you really, just because, oh, Kaduna, Ashake, Jonathan, Jonathan Asake. That's one. It's Labour Party. The only place where we are really having issue with Labour Party is in the southeast, where we have some credible people in after. And for me, the other ones, like for example, I'll give you an example. In River State, the Labour Party lady, you understand? So I said, me, I was like, if she's a woman, let a woman be governor. And I think I've seen her once, I've seen her talk, I don't know. And I was like, oh, vote for her. And then some people in Lagos, Rivers were telling me that, oh no, that I don't know this. And I said, okay, you see what, me, I will deeper to superior argument. You are the people on ground. Whatever it is that you know it was competent, vote for that person. For me, it's about competence. Yes, we're going to do a lot of labor because we want to take this. No, no, it's not about. So let me tell you something. It's not just about obedience. Most of the people that you see that are running for office, especially some of the governors, they are not. For them, it's not about obedience. It's about opportunity to be there, right? And they're using this way. So don't mistake it. It is maybe from next election, as we go on, every election that comes after this, that obedience we really should really run. For example, TRP, we know that one is obedience. It's different from all of these old APC, PDP politicians who are now entering labor. That's all we have. In any way, you know, all of those kinds. So there's a difference. There's a difference in the chance. I'm not in a movie, but if you decide to, what I'm just saying to you, there's no difference there between you and Tinubu and the Pope and Sanwo that vote incompetent. If you have someone who is definitely good, and and you have someone who is extremely good, who has really put in the work, and who has stood with Peter Obi, where was this, even this Enugu Labour Corps, where has it been? In terms of being with Peter Obi. Frankweke Jr. has been with Peter Obi right from when Peter Obi left PDP and entered Labour. Exactly, you are asking. Even Richard, you too, you are asking. Where was he? So all of a sudden, because there's a wave of, oh, okay, because people are saying, no, for me, it's about confidence. At the end of the day, there are places where you say, okay, no, but where you have a competent candidate, very confident that you will join him with Peter Obi so that and they have the same values. You want to go and carry governor that will be fighting Peter Obi when they get to office. Because Peter Obi that one is doing from consumption to food. Yeah? It's I think they are called us. I think they are calling us. Yeah. That's my gate. People are standing. I'm exactly well done. Oh. For now, I don't think I'm not sure. I don't think I'm able to. Well, we'll see. I can always talk about it, but I don't want to. And I know, but if you need me to just talk about it and stuff like that, we start doing an action. I can do that. Because I like the freedom. You go and be an ambassador, and they will not tell you, oh, you not talk in a certain way, you have to talk in a certain way. So that's it. So if Frankweke Jr. has been there, Frankweke Jr. is frankly obedient, has been openly obedient. When it was, how do I put it now? When it was almost a crime for an Igbo politician elite to be obedient, Frankweke Jr. was obedient. And then now you now come and say, oh, because he's not in LP. But he's the same. You want somebody to now go there, then that will not be fighting Peter Obi. When Peter Obi No, no. So that is not for LP. That is for us, the people that voted them. We must hold them accountable. Me, this one you are saying, as soon as Peter Obi is sworn into office by the grace of God, we are holding him accountable. You people will be shocked at me. You will ask me, and this woman, did she not campaign with him? Thank you so much. Oh, absolutely. I will be doing a lot of this. So please, on that issue of a new group, we need to, for example, I don't know, many people can do what they want to do. But me, I will never campaign for the Labour group and the federal candidate, never vote for him. No, I don't do people without character, people accused of corruption, that everything happens. Yes, some people jumped in and saw that. But one of the things before I go, I need to go up nice to say to everyone, so please, those of you that can, please, go and be LP members, go and be members, go and be, please go and be members of Labour Party. We need to populate it with young people, people with competent character capacity. When the Labour Party went through, they were looking for people to pick their ticket. If you see the number of people I begged them to take Labour Party ticket, you'll be shocked. It's now I'm seeing them like I told you. I was begging. I said, this party is going to do it. But young people are going to be on it. So please, what you all of you need to do now, those of you that can't be partisans, go and pick party. I haven't. Okay, I'll find out more from them how it is going to be, how it is going to be made easier for people. They do need to do online. And some of the things also that we will do, we need to have all the people that have been elected into office to start learning governance. I think the SPPG and Labour Party should, should work together, let them learn. Yeah, I'll find that thing out and I'll bring the chairman also to come and talk and tell us how people can join. All of you need to join, please. And let me tell you something. You know this thing is strategy. That's why for me, people say, Aisha, why are you not running for office? Aisha, even that Aisha, I say no. I don't want to run for office. I want to help many competent people enter office. That's for me, that's it. I want to see everywhere. So from now on, any election they are doing, any by election, you just because anytime they are doing they want to join the election, please you report tickets, you go and buy some and be there. We need that. Thank you so much, everyone. Let me go and catch my flight. It's been an amazing time with you guys. Well done. And bye. Bye.